The following is a presentation of the Austin Reed Network, now streaming for free on Roku and Amazon Fire TV.
From Fresno to the Oregon State Capitol and everywhere in between, this is the Reed Report.
So good to see you again. Welcome to a brand new edition of the Reed Report as we are saying goodbye to April. I am Austin Reed.
And I'm Raquel.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. Let's talk about what's coming up on this week's episode of the Reed Report. But before we do that, a quick reminder, the Reed Report is every Friday at 8 a.m. on KMSG TV, My TV 53, serving the Central California area. Plus, we air up in the Portland-Salem area every single Friday at 11:30 p.m. with a replay Saturday at 8:30 a.m. on KWVT Valley 17 in the Northwest. And we stream anytime on the Austin Reed Network, exclusively on Roku and Amazon Fire TV. All right, let's talk about what is ahead this week. Athena Matsikis, our Greek goddess of gossip. We'll take a look at what's happening in the world of Hollywood news. Plus, this week was National Crime Victims Week, and I go one-on-one with a woman named Jennifer Coronado. She works in Madera County in the Central California region. She's going to talk about how important this week was. Later, Isla Brock from News and Hypnosis. We're talking about pain management and how hypnosis can help with that. So a fun show ahead, but first let's talk about the headlines, and boy, do we have a lot to talk about. We're going to start with this proposed bill. It's in the Golden State, only affecting Californians, but it has a lot of people talking. Raquel's been looking into this all week, so what do you know?
I know that Bill 452 is more legislators are going to talk about it on May 1st, but it prohibits the usage of handguns and the selling and buying.
And obviously some California lawmakers are totally for this, while others are not. This is a hot topic right now. I saw a YouTuber discuss this, and he broke this story literally just a few days ago. Let's play a quick soundbite from that.
Okay, so let's go and talk about what's going on here. So I'm sure by now you've all heard about the California handgun roster and some of the requirements that are necessary to get on that roster. One of those requirements is going to be microstamping. Now, microstamping pretty much doesn't exist on anything, especially in the way that California wants it to exist, so nothing new has been added to that roster, and that's why we have multiple lawsuits that are fighting to overturn the roster in general, right? Now, the roster with that microstamping requirement is basically a freeze on anything new. Everything that is already on the roster and just stays the same way so the models don't change is allowed to stay on the roster, giving people of California some options. While they're limited, there are at least some options that they can get that don't have that microstamp requirement, and they're not imposed on those older models, right? Well, California said, you know what, that's not good enough. What we want to do is we want to make sure that everything has a microstamp. So starting in 2027, if 452 were to pass, everything that is sold in the state of California, everything new that's brought in and everything that would be sold must have microstamping, which basically eliminates the roster altogether and everything that would already be on the roster and would require microstamping for anything new to be entering into the state.
So apparently they're going to discuss this again on May 1st. This wouldn't go into effect if passed until, 2027?
Right, 2027. So we still have a long way to go. Local businesses will definitely be affected by this. Right. But the good thing is that many of us will feel safer, and it is a controversial issue or topic, but in my case, I will definitely feel safer.
I don't know if it'll pass. I have a feeling it won't. But you never know. You never know. So stay with us for updates in this story. By the way, I did speak off the record with somebody who is a proponent of gun rights in California, and he told me that he does not think it will pass. Like, there's no way it will, but crazier things have happened.
Right.
So we'll see. All right, topic number 2. Raquel and I were watching this show, the Tamron Hall Show, which airs on other TV stations every single weekday. And there was a woman on, what's her name?
Her name is Coco Austin.
Coco Austin. And she's married to Ice Cube.
Yeah.
So, right? No, who is she?
Ice-T.
Ice-T, Ice Cube.
They have the same first name, so.
Oh my gosh. I'm glad you corrected me. Well, anyways, we're going to talk about the wife, his wife. So, what is, let's dive into this one.
Apparently, his wife is still breastfeeding her 5-year-old child. But I think that in support of women, I do understand her, and I do think that she has the right to do so. Yeah. I don't see why not.
Some people, I guess, were like really giving her a lot of slack on social media. Yeah. I'm not a woman. I have no thoughts about this, so I'm just gonna stay out of it. So, yeah, 5 years old though. That's interesting. She's proud of it. Now, I wonder when she'll stop though.
Yeah, you know what? All this reminds me of this movie called Grown Ups.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you've seen the scene of this mother breastfeeding her son. I think he was 5 years old as well. So.
Yeah, that's right. And all the actors were like, what?
Everybody was surprised.
All right. Last but not least, a new report came out from Voice of America. Can you guess what the most popular dog breed in our country right now is?
French Bulldog.
French Bulldog! I was so sad about that. I thought Chihuahuas were the most popular.
I thought so too, but every cousin's house that I go to, I see a French Bulldog.
Really?
So I can understand why.
Okay. Now, see, we've got a Cavalier King Charles mix. She's amazing. Lila, she's almost 14 years old. And then we also have a Chihuahua named Alfred. He's like 8 or 9 now. So, but man, Chihuahuas are crazy.
Oh yeah, they are. They're feisty little puppies.
They are. Do you have any dogs at your house?
I have a Chihuahua.
Oh, you do have a Chihuahua?
I have a Chihuahua.
Okay.
Very angry, and I can see why they're not the most popular. But French Bulldogs are protecting and loving dogs.
Yeah.
So.
All right, French Bulldogs. There you go. Raquel, thank you for joining us this week. Let's check in now with our Greek goddess of gossip. Here's Athena Matsikis.
Remember the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile? Wienermobile. The way I say it sounds so weird. I used to actually visit Fresno from time to time. It's actually coming to Vegas. And if you want to get married, it's only for a few days next week. Like this coming up weekend and a few days next week. Check out their website. Just Google the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile and you could get married in Las Vegas. They're actually doing it over 6 places around the world and the United States. So that's really cool. And like I said, it's only like a certain amount of time. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile will be visiting people, but in order to get married, it's only a limited time. So that's what's trending. Another thing that's trending is McDonald's. They came out with a strawberry cheesecake milkshake that is only available for a limited time. So get yours today. Another thing that's trending with food and things like that is Tesla is coming out with their own beer. Look out for that in the next couple months. And in the work week, all these workplaces are talking about working Monday through Thursday and either having Friday off or Tuesday through Friday and having Monday off. You know, with going back to work the day after Easter last week was really hard for a lot of people. I was okay with it. I think I'd rather have Friday off. What do you all think? All right, that's it. I'm Athena, and that's what's trending.
Thank you for that, Athena. How can people connect with you on social media?
My Instagram is raquel.rk1. You can follow me there.
All right, coming up next here on The Reid Report, news and hypnosis with Isla Brock. We're talking about pain management. Stay tuned.
Open your eyes, look at them, yeah. You'll see. Spring has sprung, and Reyes Nursery in Terabella is now open. Whether you're looking for a bouquet of flowers, fresh vegetables and fruit, or even sweet honey, we have all your garden needs. Locally owned and operated, open Monday through Sunday, 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. Plus, don't miss our vendor markets through the summer months. Reyes Nursery, just 2 minutes away from Highway 65.
I did a mock interview with Jackie. She knew right away that I was shy and quiet. So instead of jumping into the interview right away, she spent time with me helping to develop my elevator pitch.
Do you need help landing your dream job? Get career training from a professional recruitment coach. Serving over 1,000 clients, JKH Career Coaching and Consulting brings over 15 years of experience in student career guidance and workforce development. Student memberships and group discounts are now available. Don't get left behind. Get the coaching you need to increase your professional skills to get hired. With spring coming and graduation right around the corner, visit jkhccc.com or call 559-307-7712. That's 307-7712. Austin Reed Network family, if you are looking for guidance with anxiety, fears, relationship, strategies, or loss or grief of family, friends, even pets, it takes courage to ask for help. Admitting that you cannot do everything on your own is the first step toward achieving personal wellness in a fast-paced and demanding world. The good news is, asking for help gets easier with a little practice. Contact Isla Brock with Central Valley Hypnotherapy today. To schedule an appointment, call 559-749-4803. Today's episode of the Reed Report is brought to you by White Tiger Martial Arts in Fowler. Mention Austin Reed and get 50% off your first month. That's White Tiger Martial Arts in Fowler. Here's their number. Give them a call and save today. It is time for another News in Hypnosis. Isla Brock from Central Valley Hypnotherapy is here. Happy almost end of April. How did this happen?
I know. It's just like, boop.
I know.
We were 21 yesterday.
Yeah.
And then you were born.
Right. And now we're just the cycle keeps on going. This was a cool show that you recently filmed. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
Just taking a belief you wished you didn't have.
One thing I like, because I was watching your show and you were talking about the color pink.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, see?
Salmon. No.
Yeah, salmon, right.
Right.
What? So, talk more about that. You didn't like...
when I was growing, I was a teenager. Oh, I had one pink blouse because my sister gave it to me, and it just stayed buried in the closet. The only thing of the pink I owned was the Pink Panther stuffed animal that kind of lived on my bed. Yeah. But that was it. It wasn't until I was well into my 20s that I don't know, someone gave me another pink blouse or something, and I'm like, oh, wow, I look good in this. Right. I just collapsed that belief just then. I wasn't like I was trying to do this, but it was a belief that I used to have that I no longer have. Mm-hmm. So I can wear pink. And now I love the color pink.
Interesting.
It's like, and I remember just hated it so much, and I don't know why I hated it, and it doesn't matter because now I like it.
No, you like it. And you were going over a number of slides, kind of did like a PowerPoint presentation. What are some of the takeaways that you want people to focus on when they see your show this weekend?
When they're looking at a limiting belief, it's something you wish you didn't believe. Mm-hmm. You know, I wish I didn't believe that I'm not good enough. I wish I didn't believe that I can't quit smoking. I wish I didn't believe that I'm not able to find the right partner for myself. Whatever that limiting belief is, it's that negative side. You wished you didn't believe it, but you actually do believe it. So what this process is, it's just helping you change those elements of what that is to what you prefer to believe. And we're just going through a step-by-step process how to get there. And you're just taking an old belief that you know that you used to have, for example, and you're just changing what it is into what you want. So the old belief is this is the belief I used to have, and now we're going to mesh them together. Then we're going to take a belief that I know is absolutely true. with one that I want, that's opposite of the one that I started with. And I'm going to mesh those together. And I go through different examples. They're called submodalities. What color, what size, what shape, where does it live in your mind, etc. And we're just going to take and mesh those together. The whole point is to create an imagination, using that powerful thing of the imagination, just to create that new image of what you desire. And you're just going to create a picture with everything that I ask. I'm asking you to create a symbol to identify it as that symbol. And then what you want or what you used to believe in is this symbol. This one becomes that one. This one becomes that one. That one will become this one. And all of a sudden it just starts to mesh in your mind. Your imagination is such a powerful little tool. And you're putting yourself in a self-trance when you do that.
Okay.
That's why between each question, you want to make sure you stand up, turn around, take a deep breath, and then do the next question, because you're going to take yourself out of that state of mind and back into a new question.
Real quick before we say goodbye, you were telling me this just this last weekend you had a speed dating event at your office, or a couple days ago.
No, it was
this weekend.
This past weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to do more of these.
Yeah, and once a month. It's the third Saturday of the month. Thank you for that. Yeah. The third Saturday of the month, I host a speed dating, and you can find it speeddatinginvisalia.eventbrite.com. And it's third Saturday of every month. So May coming up, it's Margarita May.
Margarita May. I like that.
So it's age 30 and up. You got to be 30 years older. It starts at 6 o'clock. Perfect. All ages 30 and up, come in at 6, and then we'll separate you by age or whatever category, etc. It'll be a lot of fun.
All right.
So this past weekend, we had about 18 people that came.
Nice. Wow.
We had a great time.
Cool.
It wasn't until 10:30 when I realized I hadn't let my dogs out in hours. We had to kill those who would still be there. You know?
I met my wife in May. May is a great month.
It's a great month.
My daughters were born in May.
See?
My wife was born in May. I met her in May.
So,
it's the month of love. Because
May.
it's a new season. I don't know. It's just happy.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun. So if you're in the Visalia area, or I've had people drive down from Morro Bay, from Fresno, Bakersfield, all over. So come and join us. We have happy hour at 5, and it's $15. Okay. So when you go to the Eventbrite, you can it's real inexpensive, just covers my costs. And it's not about making money. It's about getting people to join together. You're going to have a good time. And if you don't, I'll refund your money.
All right, there you go. You heard it first from Isla Brock, CentralValleyHypnotherapy.com. What's your phone number?
559-749-4803.
And the full edition of the News and Hypnosis debuts this weekend on the Austin Reed Network on Roku and Amazon Fire TV. Thank you, Isla.
You bet. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Take care.
I did a mock interview with Jackie. She knew right away that I was shy and quiet. So instead of jumping into the interview right away, she spent time with me helping to develop my elevator pitch.
Do you need help landing your dream job? Get career training from a professional recruitment coach. Serving over 1,000 clients, JKH Career Coaching and Consulting brings over 15 years of experience in student career guidance and workforce development. Student memberships and group discounts are now available. Don't get left behind. Get the coaching you need to increase your professional skills to get hired. With spring coming and graduation right around the corner, visit jkhccc.com or call 559-307-7712. That's 307-7712. Austin Reed Network family, if you are looking for guidance with anxiety, fears, relationships, strategies, or loss or grief of family, friends, even pets, it takes courage to ask for help. Admitting that you cannot do everything on your own is the first step toward achieving personal wellness in a fast-paced and demanding world. The good news is, asking for help gets easier with a little practice. Contact Isla Brock with Central Valley Hypnotherapy today. To schedule an appointment, call 559-749-4803. Today's episode of The Reed Report is brought to you by White Tiger Martial Arts in Fowler. Mention Austin Reed and get 50% off your first month. That's White Tiger Martial Arts in Fowler. Here's their number. Give them a call and save today. Hey, we are joined today by a woman named Jennifer Coronado, and she works with the Community Action Partnership of Madera County. It's the Victim Services Unit. So Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate your time.
Yes, thank you for having me.
First off, I want to talk a little bit about what you guys do, how long you've been around, and the difference that you make here across not only Madera County, but the entire Central Valley.
Yes, so Community Action Partnership is basically a nonprofit. So we have many different programs, anywhere from assistance with Head Start for childcare assistance. Our community services helps with PG&E and water and things like that. What makes us unique is that we also house our victim services programs. So Madera County has been serving victim services under CAPNC since 40 years. I believe it'll be 41 years this year. We house our main programs, which is victims of crimes, victim witness. We have sexual assault and our domestic violence programs. Those are the three main ones. And in most counties, they're actually served through different agencies. So Madera is unique that we house all those. We're only one of two in the whole state that do that under a nonprofit.
Talk a little bit about the need, just looking at Madera County.
So the need for crime victims in Madera County vary. So we have, I think we had just served about 350 sexual assault victims last year. Our domestic violence continues to rise. We assist with restraining orders, assist if there's a criminal case through the district attorney's office. We'll assist them with that as well. I would say our major needs are counseling. That's something that's really hard to access, even without insurance or with insurance. So we really are trying to really start some support groups and just trying to connect clients with additional services.
Now, for women, you primarily serve women, I'd imagine, right?
Primary, yes. Majority of the victims we serve and domestic violence is women. I would definitely say assisting males is definitely on the rise for sexual assault and domestic violence.
Interesting. Okay. So for anybody that is watching right now and they are in a position where they are just scared to death to get out of it, I can imagine how vulnerable, right, this is. What advice would you have for women or men?
Yeah, for anyone, I would say if it's safe, reach out. You know, you could take small steps. Small steps are talking to a friend or someone you trust, a family member, calling your local or even national hotline numbers to just have someone to talk with you. They can assist you with creating a safety plan, because obviously that's going to be number one priority is their safety, the safety of their children. Unfortunately, you see on the news, the domestic violence homicides were pretty high during COVID. So I would say just reach out, even if you don't want to give your name, just talk to somebody so you can get some information. So when you are ready, you have someone to talk to and can help you with that.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about, we are recording this on April the 26th. It's a Wednesday. Today is Denim Day. Let's talk about that.
Yes. So Denim Day was actually established in 1999. It comes from an Italian court case in the 90s. So there was this 18-year-old sexual assault victim. She was raped by her driving instructor. She was only 18. He was 45. So he took her to a remote location, threatened to kill her if she didn't comply or if she told anybody. He got her out of one leg of her jeans, and she had to lift her hips to assist him with taking them off. Unfortunately, because of that action of lifting her hips, his sentence was reversed on appeal. So the reasoning through the Italian court was she consented because she assisted him. So the women in parliament at that time, those were the trailblazers, went to protests in parliament and wore jeans to parliament. So in order to protest and say there was no consent. She was forced, she was threatened. And yeah, so that's how it started. And it's actually a worldwide event now. And we're lucky that Peace Over Violence in Sacramento kind of brought it to California in 1999.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the 27th, tomorrow. This is going to be happening in Madera. What's going on?
Yes, so this week is actually also National Crime Victims' Rights Week. So from the 23rd to the 29th this year, it's a time to honor all victims and survivors of crime. Our event this year for tomorrow actually is a memorial display. So unfortunately in our county, we've have 46 victims that are no longer with us due to crime. So we honor them by having their display on pictures for families to come, other community members to, let's not forget them, right? We have a long ways to go with criminal justice reforms and laws. So we just want to honor them and speak for them and just really show that we are still there and we're here and we're trying to make a difference. So we also include an award ceremony. So we have 4 recipients this year, and those people have really gone above and beyond assisting crime victims. So we also honor them and want to recognize them for what they do for not only just us, but for the families that they work with.
Learn more, of course, on your Facebook page or at maderacap.org. Your phone number there is 559-661-1000, 661-1000. Nice, easy number to remember. And all right, Jennifer, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Alrighty, thank you.
I did a mock interview with Jackie. She knew right away that I was shy and quiet. So instead of jumping into the interview right away, she spent time with me helping to develop my elevator pitch.
Do you need help landing your dream job? Get career training from a professional recruitment coach. Serving over 1,000 clients, JKH Career Coaching and Consulting brings over 15 years of experience in student career guidance and workforce development. Student memberships and group discounts are now available. Don't get left behind. Get the coaching you need to increase your professional skills to get hired. With spring coming and graduation right around the corner, visit jkhccc.com or call 559-307-7712. That's 307-7712. Austin Reed Network family, if you are looking for guidance with anxiety, fears, relationship, strategies, or loss or grief of family, friends, even pets, it takes courage to ask for help. Admitting that you cannot do everything on your own is the first step toward achieving personal wellness in a fast-paced and demanding world. The good news is, asking for help gets easier with a little practice. Contact Isla Brock with Central Valley Hypnotherapy today. Hey, before we go, Raquel's going to tell us why she's wearing denim.
I'm wearing denim because last Wednesday it was denim day, and you know, I feel so happy to be wearing denim. It's spring, and why not?
Well, looks good. I'll have to do it next year. I missed the memo, but yeah, this past week was Crime Victims Awareness Week. So if you wore denim, good job. That's going to do it for this week's episode of The Reed Report. I'm Austin Reed.
I'm Raquel Regalado.
And have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye.